Hey everyone, I'm back with another reaction video. This is going to be a first time reaction to Pentatonix Mad World. I've been listening to several of their songs and really enjoy their talent. Again, not exactly my style, but I really appreciate their talent and have enjoyed what I've heard so far. This is actually a song that I love. I remember actually buying this album, Tears for Fears the Hurting, that this song is on. I think it came out in like very early 80s. It might have even been one of the first CDs that I bought. And just the whole album is great. If you have not checked it out, if you've not heard the original version of the song, definitely check it out. And there's a lot of other great songs on that album too. But I'm interested in seeing what kind of spin these guys put on this song. I know that there's been a few covers of it, so I'd like to see what theirs sounds like. So let's check this out. Mad World by Pentatonix.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces. Bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses. No expression, no expression. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world.
All right, I have to give a little bit of feedback what I heard so far. So it's kind of funny because, and I'm not saying the lyrics of the song, but the last song that I watched by them, I think it was the Daft Punk mix of all their songs. And I made a comment about how Scott and Kirsten didn't really stand out too much to me. And then right off the bat, Scott is singing, first. And he's sung first in some of the other ones, but I don't know. For some reason in this song, I think I hear his voice a little bit better. He sounds really good. And then there's the other guy who I guess replaced Avi. I think his name's Matt or something like that. He was singing and he had a really good voice too. I like the bass. In fact, he might have been doing the bass. I can't remember if it was him or Kevin, but I thought that sounded really good. And then all their voices together, kind of like crescendoing and then stopping, that sounded really cool too. So some really cool elements to it so far.
It's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. And to feel the way that every child should sit and listen, sit and listen. Went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew me, no one knew me. Hello teacher, tell me what's my lesson. Look right through me, look right through me. And I find it kinda funny, I find it kinda sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world.
So that's interesting. And I'm always just being straight up and honest. I like it. I feel like they might be straying a little bit too much from the original, and I always say I like to see bands put their own spin on it. And obviously, being a cappella, not having any instruments or anything, it's always kind of a challenge to make it sound more like the original. Um, I mean, again, I could never say anything against their talent. They're a really, really talented group. Um, I feel like the harmonizing, at least at this point of the song, might be a little bit overdone, and this is just my opinion. And I know I'm going to get a bunch of comments, negative comments there, but I'm just saying, like, the composition of how they're doing this. I liked it more in the beginning when it was more just straight like the original, and a little bit more mellow. And I know I mean, the whole point is they're showing off their vocal ability, and it's really impressive. But I'm just saying, like, this particular part of the song, the arrangement, I'm not as big of a fan as the earlier part. But let me roll it back, and then we'll continue it on.
And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world.
Yeah, see, so like the end of the song, and how it kind of just went back to how it was in the beginning of the song. I that's the part, like the way that I like it, the way that I feel like it sounds the best, as far as not being like too overdone. I think that kind of two-thirds the way through part where they were really getting intense, and I know they want to have a crescendo. I'm trying to remember in the original if there's something like that. I think it's pretty even keeled. Um, but a couple other comments. I liked the video a lot. I thought it was really cool. And really all their videos are really cool. The way that they do them, with kind of like the ghost trails going on as they're walking around. And I was a little bit disappointed, and I don't think it really would have made sense anyway in the song. But I always like to hear the beatboxing, and there really wasn't any of that. But I think just in the song, it just didn't make sense. So not disappointed in them, just because I enjoy watching that. Um, and then also Mitch, who for me I think is one of the best singers in the group, especially with his range. There wasn't too much of a range of him. I mean, he was obviously singing along in the harmonies and stuff, and a couple parts on his own, but he was more like in the mid range. But it probably made more sense for the song. But that's just stuff that I look forward to when I watch these guys. So. But overall, I thought it was good. Like I said, I mean, I personally feel like it should have just been more like the beginning and end all the way through, that middle part. Not that it was bad. It's just I didn't enjoy it as much. So just giving you my straight opinion. And of course, you guys can give me your feedback and yell at me in the comments. That's fine. The Pentaholics out there, because I'm sure that they can't do any wrong with you guys. But I did want to ask, do they all do the arrangements, or is there like maybe some of them that you generally do the arrangements more? Is there somebody outside the band that actually does the arrangements and they just sing? Just curious about that question as I watched them. I was thinking about that, but I'm still, sold on the original being the best by far. But I felt like this was a good cover. It was a strong cover. So I appreciate everybody recommending it. Trying to think of some of the other recommendations on what I might check out next. I mean, we are getting near the holiday season. I know a lot of people recommended the Christmas songs, so I'll probably be checking out some of those. And then, of course, just give me some comments on some other ones to check out. And as always, I appreciate your feedback. I appreciate your comments. Appreciate you guys watching and subscribing. And if you can share and like, I would really appreciate it. And I guess I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks.